Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for paying attention to this. Renee, thank you for having me be a part of this. This stand-up comedy open mic to no crowd, which really kind of defeats the purpose of stand-up comedy, to not have people. I couldn't be more awkward, getting no energy from anybody, trying to tell jokes. Every time I see it, so far since this thing happened, it just looks ridiculous. I don't even know how this is gonna go, but hey, let's give it a shot, right? I'm in North Carolina. Actually, they've started protesting this week to reopen the state, and all these science deniers with their Jesus is my vaccine and the whole COVID-19 is a hoax people. You know what? They should caption these protests, COVID-19 meets IQ 45. Right? Because they are ridiculous. I want to get back to work. I want to get back to work. You know what? It's so interesting to me that, when it's black people walking down the street with a wallet doing nothing, that a cop could get scared and justifiably shoot them. But people standing there, white dudes standing there with his finger on the trigger of an AR-15, and they're not doing shit. This couldn't be more obvious that it's about race. These guys have guns, lots of guns at these protests, and no books, which really doesn't surprise me, because Americans on average over this, we watch 5 hours of television per day, and we read less than 1/3 of a book in a year. Isn't that crazy? I read that across the bottom of a television screen, so it's probably true. Explains where we're in the position we're at. Here's the thing. If you're ready to get back to work and you don't have a job, I say don't start with the want ads, okay? Start with the obituaries, all right? Because someone who died yesterday isn't showing up to work tomorrow. I don't know. I can't take it. And it's all Trump supporters at these meetings, right? Unless somehow the media is ignoring all the Bernie supporters once again, right? Which I don't think is the case. I just don't get it. He keeps winning. Trump is winning. He says he's winning, and he is winning despite all of the facts and evidence, right? It's Orwellian how much they just say with a bullshit and people buy it. They ought to build the wall out of whatever it is that Trump supporters use to keep facts and evidence at bay, because that shit is impenetrable. Now, I don't want to be pissing off too many Trump people. Actually, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't see you're not here, so it doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. Here's the thing. I don't like politics, but I do like sports. And I like this sort of Trump fan logic of ignoring all facts and evidence, especially as a sports fan, right? I'm a Falcons fan in football. There's a lot of you in Chicago that are Bears fans. I think I'm going to start incorporating that as a Falcons fan, right? Why listen to what the facts and evidence there are? You know what I'm saying? The Falcons, if they play this year, will be going for their 5th straight Super Bowl championship, right? Ever since they defeated the Patriots 28-3 in that Super Bowl blowout, they have been fucking unstoppable, right? I don't care what the records say, or all the Kansas City Chief fans and the 49er fans who think their teams are elite. That is just bullshit, ESPN, fake news, okay? The Falcons going to the 5th straight Super Bowl. Dirty bird, baby. Squawk! Okay, I'm yelling squawk on my back porch right now. So I hope you're laughing at this. Anyway, there's a lot of guns at these rallies. We could talk about guns. We could talk about another thing. These are the same people, these virus deniers that think that facts aren't real. These are also the same people who deny climate change science and global warming, right? Which has me worried, right? Because you think about it, the planet is fighting back, right? It started like 5 or 6 years ago in like a coordinated effort, right? The first wave was the shark attacks, right? They got like 5 of us, right? And then the mosquitoes started giving us encephalitis and Zika, and then the birds got the flu, and the cows got mad, then the peanut butter and the broccoli's after us, then Chipotle's getting in the game. Now we got this virus coming, you know what I'm saying? That Louisiana Purchase doesn't look like such a great deal anymore now, does it? Hurricane season's coming again. And people are like, that climate change, that shit's a myth, Tom. That's a myth. I think that's a myth. Yeah, well, you know what? You also think that Jonah spending 3 days in a whale's belly isn't a myth, okay? So fucking sit over there and shut up while people that read talk, right? Climate change is a myth. That's just, it's a myth. 97% of science says it's real and it's dangerous and it's happening. I mean, it only took 9 out of the 10 dentists surveyed to get you to change toothpaste, and this fucking overwhelming evidence is what you want to kick to the curb? Right? It's like, it would be like if a fire alarm's going off in here right now, and I'm like, dude, we should get out of here. The fire alarm's going off. It's probably going to be a fire. Bullshit. Fire alarms are bullshit, all right? That's a fucking myth perpetrated by the Chinese battery manufacturers trying to get you to buy more of those batteries for your damn fire alarms. It's bullshit. Well, come on, man. I can smell smoke. I can hear the fire trucks. It's getting warmer in here. Bullshit. It was warmer here once 2,000 years ago. You don't even know fire doesn't even burn you, dude. That's just a fucking another liberal myth. It's like, man, I can't even believe that how much denial is out there. Right? Even the Pope came out like a year and a half ago, released an encyclical, which is a pretty big deal for the Pope, that said climate change is real, global warming is happening, and it's caused by humans burning fossil fuels. The Pope said this. You know shit is getting serious when the people who have brought you not believing in science for the last 2,000 years are now suddenly on the side of science. Right? It was just 2 popes ago that they've admitted that the Earth revolves around the sun. Right? And now they're still ahead of most Republicans. No, man, it's a myth. It's bullshit. I hope all of science is wrong and fucking Randy from the internet is correct. It's just scary to me, right? I've had people, been arguing with him, like, dude, I saw an interview with Stephen Hawking before he died that said it's a threat and we got to be concerned. He's like, yeah, we don't really know that was him typing. That's a real thing somebody said to me, which is crazy. But I do worry about it, right? I saw this interview with Stephen Hawking where he said that's it. He said, as human beings, we have very little hope of surviving for much longer on this planet because of the fact that we keep embracing war as a solution. And because of global warming, Hawking said our only hope is to colonize outer space and get off the planet, which that's pretty scary that Stephen Hawking thought it was that big a threat. Now, I'm kind of hoping that Sean Hannity has looked into it more. Right? I'm sure he has. We have to colonize outer space? All right, here's my plan. All right, we take all the drugs that everybody's addicted to, prescription and illegal, we gather it together, and then we jettison it somehow to like Mars and Saturn, and we just make a worldwide announcement. Like, all right, everybody, drugs are legal, plentiful, and free up there. And then we just wait, because the drug addicts will get us there, okay? That is an inventive group when they need their shit. We'll have like a rocket ship made out of an apple and a piece of celery by Tuesday. Be sitting up there smoking, like blowing rings around there. Like, look at that. We want another rings around Saturn. Okay, that joke needs a little work, but you get the point. You know, Elon Musk says he has a plan to colonize Mars and terraform it and make it livable. We can make Mars livable? Jesus Christ. Imagine what we could do with this planet. We should work on things here. Anyway. All right, here's some quick jokes. Here's some just jokes. Speaking of weed, I was working a cruise ship. We went to Jamaica. We're coming back on the ship. Everybody's loading back onto the ship, and they have this drug dog sniffing people coming back on from Jamaica. He just looked exhausted. He's just laying there like, can I just bark if somebody doesn't smell like weed? He's jumping up, getting in my nut. He must smell my dog, right? Because my dog smokes a lot of weed. I run a nonprofit. It's called My Career. You can obviously tell that. People are like, dude, you got to go for broke, which is, you know, something interesting. I've never even gone for broke, and here I am. I've achieved it. Must be a prodigy. My life is a mess, so I started doing yoga. My favorite position is the downward spiral. Here they come. Once dated a girl in the military who was easy and crazy. So now I have PTSDs. Well, folks, I'm in the military. I actually went and performed in Afghanistan for the military, which was kind of a fun thing to do. I don't know if any of y'all have done that, but I was over there, and it was a trip, and the troops are cool as shit, and they use this phrase everywhere we go. They're always like, we got your back, we got your six, we got your back. I'm like, dude, what's my six? Your six is your back, we got your back. All right, well, cool. Well, who's got the front, right? Because the bullets are coming from the front. Can some of y'all look around in like my 12, my 1, my 1130, something? Because really, it's just you guys watching me get fucked up from the back. The military also, they do a thing where they each have they have a noise. Like if you say, I'm a Marine, it's like, hoorah! You hear that a lot. Hoorah! If you say Marine, I think it's hoorah. And then the Army's oorah, and the Navy's is like, beat Army or whatever. I just think that's a really cool thing that they have that develops camaraderie, and I think the rest of us need that for our jobs. Like, what do? I'm a bartender, tip tip. I'm a dancer, cha cha cha. I'm a comedian, ha 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 ha. I have to laugh myself because there's no crowd. All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up. I'm at my 10-minute mark. I've accomplished it. I've performed comedy for no one. Thanks for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again, Renee.
See ya.
I guess I hang up now, or I guess, I don't know. Goodbye.